points. 29 is Rusty Peoples out of New Boys. Blake Houston out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania. Subject number 1. C.J. Rivers, Jesse. Let's go. The number 32 machine is Tom Price. Number C1. Now race minutes. How many people think that Glenn Gold has the hot handle after winning last week? Green flag held in his hand. He lets it go and we're racing. Here comes Doug Alexander. Tommy Peck tries the low side. Peck on the low side of Duker. Duker shuts the door. It continues on in second. Some bumping and scratching out there as they come out of fourth. Running in second, Tom Peck trying to decide where to go, and here comes the Top Gun. He's to the 100L, shutting the door on him as Scott Rhodes in the 83. And it looks like Tom Peck for the lead. Well, now falling off the pace, but the top 8 cars are right there. It's anybody's race this early right now. We got to watch to see what's going to go on. Alexander trying to run away with this thing. On the low side, Steve Combs trying to high grip. There goes Steve Combs. There comes Quiggo. They're trying to make it 3 wide. Look out in turn 3. Unbelievable. They get through. And Scott Rhodes drops both back. Tom Peck trying to hang on to third. Let's see, Ellis right there in the 100 up. Here comes Glenn Gold on the high side. And Clay Houston has made it up through there as well. Glenn Gold touching the back cover of Tom Peck's machine. And Alexander doing an outstanding job in the asphalt machine, running in second. Tom Peck right there in third. And look at this now. Here comes Steve Pellis on the low side of Peck. Pellis trying that low group. Oh, Pellis gets the car on. Here comes Quiggo. The outside Duker who backs him off. And everybody reshuffles back into position. Meanwhile, Mr. Everything out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania, Clay Houston starts moving up into number 1. Tommy Peck runs in the second. Here comes Quiggo. Gold trying to high side on Rich Duker. And look out, Steve Pellis on the left side. Steve Pellis, meanwhile, trying to get by. And now, into the wall. Quiggo's car up into the wall. And he continues running. Unbelievable. Take a look at that. Tom Peck challenging for the lead. Going on the left. Here comes Steve Pellis. And now, Clay Houston's come to join in battle. Look at this battle for the lead. Clay Houston. Houston on the low side. Pellis taking it through. Holy, can these Semper late models run? Racing out there, Richard. Did you see Glenn Gold's car? This is NASCAR points for all the marbles now. Coming out of 2. Gold trying to on the side. Come back, pick up on the high side. Here comes Glenn Gold. No! The Orange Blossom Special has to settle back in second. Steve Pellis anxiously trying to get out of Clay Houston. Tom Peck running second. Clay Houston in the number 1, running third. Right now running fourth is Steve Pellis in the 100L. He's going to have to start doing some moving up through the field. Here comes Steve Pellis now. He's trying to work over the back bumper of Clay Houston's machine as they dive in into turn 3 and 4 at 100 mile an hour coming out of these turns. He's got a wheel under him, but Peck able to out-drag him down that long back straightaway. Diving into turn 3, Peck with that high side. Right now, they're going to have to hook for a yellow if they can get my car back. Getting very close to Tom Peck, and then both cars getting loose, causing all kinds of havoc on the speedway. Glenn Gold running clean, Tom Peck into the pit with damage on the left quarter panel of that machine. The crew anxiously looks over the left rear tire. Glenn Gold still out there clean from that incident, well ahead of him. Okay, now work goes on removing. Last mishap. We'll come back out on the race. The field underway again. Only 14 laps down in this feature. Doug Alexander's car on the back end of the hook on the back straightaway with heavy damage to the rear. Tom looked to have some pretty severe engine problems, but sometimes you'll see a lot of blue smoke coming out from under these cars, and it's nothing more than a head gasket or maybe even a loose valve cover or something to that effect. And so let's see what Steve Pellet's got to do for the green dust. Rusty Peoples running in second. Steve Pellet quite a bit squirrely, running in third. Off twice, trying to get back onto the racetrack with his car, and he's got problems with that machine. We'll get a time on Glenn, see how fast he's going. Clyde's trying to grab some points out there, just turning that car around. Glenn Galt running right in the high 17-second bracket, 17.95 for Glenn Galt. About 104 mile an hour average, and here comes the battle for second place. But Galt with a commanding lead at this point, and I'm curious to see. Here comes John Rose back onto the racetrack in the 83. Tom Place coming back into the pits into C1. Look at this, Steve Pellet trying to lose by the people might have car going away from him because he starts to slide up higher and higher in the turn, and Pellet's able to go down lower each time. Here we go now. Steve Pellet's very close. Pellet's almost out of control. Pellet's all the way on that car. Higher, and Pellet's trying desperately a low side move on Rusty People. People tries to shut the door. There's Steve Pellet right under him. Down the back straightaway. 22 laps down at this point in a race out of 35. Still trying to work around the 29. Running out from car at this point on the Speedway, but Rusty Peoples doing a fine job of being able to hang on to second now. Third one. And look at this. Steve Post on the left side, down the back straightaway. Rusty Peoples right there, but Steve Post trying to work the look. Rusty Peoples slams the door on Steve Post. Move. Rusty Peoples hanging on to that low groove every time Post tries to make a pass. Now he's up on the high side. Steve Post tries the high side. In the turn one, the Steve Peoples slides up and turns. There we go! Beautiful move! Able to get by Peoples. Outboxing him in turn two. And now, Steve Post is off to the races. Let's keep the time on this gap. 9 laps to go. Right now, Steve Post 2.19. Let's go. Their second lead for Glenn Gould. Trying to see if Steve Post can close the gap. Steve Post every inch of the corner on this machine this afternoon. He definitely is. He's closing down right now. Steve Post is moving up by about a quarter second every lap. Driving his heart out in second place. To make a challenge before the end of the race, but he's running out of time. There's only 6 laps to go. Now 5 laps to go in this race. Now closing the gap, but I'm afraid time is not on his side today. All by himself is Rusty Peoples. Here comes the 100L Tullis again, trying to close that gap. Now it looks like they'll go to the high side of Rhodes in turn 3. Steve Tullis out of 4 gets to the high side easily. And Tullis, we're closing that gap now. It's running out for Tullis. 2.5 laps to go, and look at this. Steve Tullis now reeling it in. Glenn Gould right there with the lead. 2 laps to go, race leader. Trying to close the gap. This time is running out for Tullis in the 100L. Tullis able to close the gap in the turn. Go with the white flag. One more lap to go. How hard he went into turn 1. Here they come around through turn 3. Steve Post diving into Glenn Gould. Going to work on the tire of this machine. The whole crew here and anxiously going to work on these tire temperatures. His coroner, Larry Zalata. Come on, Sherry, get in this picture. Junior Miss Sherry Campagna down there to congratulate everybody. Flanked to her right is starter Jack Freeman. And to the left of Glenn Gold is the grand old man here at Jennerstown, Ponty Lasky. Competition out there, everybody's driving close. Let me ask you this, at the very beginning of this race, particularly the first 10 laps, it was outrageous out there with the way everybody was all backed up. Were you afraid of maybe some of the snip and tuck stuff, you know, that happened behind you and brought some guys into the wall? Were you concerned at the beginning of this race with something like that?
Yeah, I was really trying to be careful, but a lot of good drivers out there. You can run pretty close, but every once in a while you make a slip.
Were you aware that Steve Pellis was finally starting to catch you there, but he was running out of time?
Yeah, I've seen that. He was coming up strong.
Now, you've got your late model here for Clearfield. Are you going to run that in the feature here next?
Yes, I am.
Going to try to make it 2 in the same day?
We'll see what happens.
Okay, how about a little word of thanks to the people behind your team?
Yeah, thanks a lot to my crew and car owner Larry Zalata. Everybody worked hard today.
Okay, again, congratulations to Glenn Gold. How about another nice round of applause? Oh, well, last week.